I'm going to talk about another project, and this is the project. It's called Fair Finance. Now, if you've been following me and if you know me personally, you know I do not believe in any other project apart from projects built on bitcoins because of security. It does not mean that I've not bought other coins or anything like that, but if someone asks me, someone comes to me and say I have £5 million sterling, and I'm looking for something to secure that money whilst still growing that money to make sure that I, continue being wealthy um, till whenever. What I would advise them to do is to look into projects being built on bitcoins. Now, all these other projects, most of them are scams. Like 90% of them are just scams, are just scamish, and then they are kind of piggybacking on the fact that we just witnessed like a bull run in crypto. So they're piggybacking on that and then trying to use the hype to make as much money for themselves. My this thing goes so this what's happening here is that I have like a password thingy for my for my MetaMask. Whenever my MetaMask is connected, this is very important. It's a security feature. You should have that. That means nobody can actually hack your MetaMask and just um, remotely control your MetaMask. Somebody cannot do that. It's very important so that whenever they do, if they do that, they will be requested to put another password. It's like an additional layer of security. So if you're watching this and I think you should just go there. I think you go to your, if you go to your MetaMask, go to here or something and go to lock, set up a password, an additional password. That way, even if something happens to your MetaMask, they will still need the password to access it. Quite important. So what do we have today? Going back to what we were talking about. So I believe most of these projects are scam. The reason why I made a video about Lydian, if you've not seen the video on Lydian, go to that video, watch it, you understand it, you understand the context of what I'm talking about. I made a video about Lydian because Lydian is built on Stacks and Stacks is built on Bitcoin, so it gives you that security of something being built on a platform or a protocol that is secure, has been there for the past 13 years, and has actually outperformed most of the things that we know. But having said that, because of the fact that we are running a group where people need information, it does become important that I share information on some other projects that I'm looking at. And then we are now looking at spheres today, and as you can see, I have like 818, say 800, 489 pounds. So what am I doing here? It's just a test. Put 500. I tried putting 500 obviously because of some of the taxes and charges. It came up to 489. Put 500 there. You have nothing to lose. Test it out. Understand how it works. And even if something happens, I don't give a toss because it's just 500. But not only that, I still don't believe in it. Even if it grows into 10 million, I will be happy, obviously. But I still don't believe in most of these things being built outside of Bitcoin. But with that, I can say, oh, yeah, it's only 500 I put into this, and it went up sporadically, and I'll be happy. But yeah, that does not change my thesis on any of these products. So let me just explain what you're looking at on the screen. So if you go to your profile here, you can change to whatever currency that you like. Yeah. Um, Let me go back to pound sterling because that's the currency I understand. And then, as you can see, this is the current price in pounds. Let me change it to dollars so that people can actually understand. After that, I can always go back to pound sterling. So this is the current price of Sphere in pounds terms. Yeah, as you can see, this is the market cap, and then this is the daily return on investment (ROI), 1.91%. Now, one of the other reasons I need to mention is very important. One of the other reasons why I actually think that, okay, maybe let me just put 500 and something into this project and see what happens. One of the reasons why I did that is because of these buy tax, sell tax, transfer tax thing that you can see here on the screen. This is going to be the first project to actually incorporate this. It's going to be the first project to actually incorporate buy tax, sell tax, Now, why is this important? In most projects, you have like whales that will just invest in the project, shoot up the price, and then dump all of it. Now, whales can actually do the same thing here, but then they are going to be disincentivized to do that because of the fact that if you want to sell 1 million worth of these particular coins, then you are going to be incurring 20% tax. So what does that mean? It does mean that you are going to be forced, or rather you are forced by the system to maybe not sell out all of your, not dump the whole thing, leave some of your coins in the project. And not only that, even if you decide to sell, that tax goes back into the treasury balance. Because remember, when you are holding, like when I bought Spheres, what it does mean is that I'm now part of the treasury balance. So my money, this small money now, is part of here. Now what Fair is looking to do is to become the S&P 500. If you know stocks, if you know the stock market, you know what S&P 500 is. It's like a basket of 500 most valuable companies in the US. Yeah. So if you juxtapose that idea with Fair, then we are looking at something that, or rather a project that will be investing in other crypto projects and then putting all the returns, that they are gaining back into the treasury. As you can see here, showing you that today's treasury gain, just in a day, this platform makes 720 $25,000 dollars. Yeah, and that gets into there. So that's how we get what we get the value. I'm gonna go through the calculator, but let me just go through through what's happening here. Now, this project, if you remember the Lydian DAO video, the Lydian DAO rebases every 8 hours. This one rebases every 30 minutes, which is ridiculous. But who am I to judge? It rebases every 30 minutes. That's how long it takes to rebase. Yeah, my password thing is up again. Yeah, I know it's quite uncomfortable, but have it. If you've ever been at the other end of someone hacking your MetaMask, you will understand why this is important. Yeah, so I know the password will always come up every few minutes, but that's fine. I think everybody should set up that password thing because things have been happening in this industry that you need to be extra careful. So what was I talking about? So this rebate is every 30 minutes. So every 30 minutes you gain stuff. So for this amount of money, I'm gaining about $12 every day, not doing anything. Now let me go into the calculator. So you can see, if you remember the Lydian Delta, Lydian pays 8,000 APY. So APY is talking about a year. If you know about APR and APY, you know how ridiculous what Sphere is paying is. But then at the same time, it's not peculiar. Like this is not something that is unheard of, especially in this space, especially with all these DeFi projects that are not built on Bitcoins, that are built on Earth. I think this is actually built on Polygon. So Matic, I think I will go through how you need to get Matic. It's quite a complicated process, and if you have Matic somewhere, maybe it will be easier for you to be able to interact with this platform. But going back to the APY thing, this APY is ridiculous. I don't know whether they are going to make it. Most projects on DeFi that pay out this kind of APY, they don't succeed. So this is kind of like week in, week out kind of thing. Or if you're like me and you know that if you lose $500, nothing is going to happen to you. You don't worry too much about it. Then maybe just put something and forget about it and see what happens after a few months. But here you can calculate the potential returns. So with this $640 investment, if I'm gonna call it that, within 4 weeks, which is 30 days, we are looking at this return. Yeah. Now imagine if the price goes up to like say 80, if the price goes up to 80, you see what's going to happen there. Now, if I go back to here and look at the chart, let's have a quick look at the chart. You'll see what happened. I think yesterday, as of yesterday, the price was up as 0.1. Yeah, the price was up here yesterday, so this has actually dumped because obviously I think people were just taking taking profits, which is okay. Take profits when you can, if you can. Some people made a lot of money. People that probably saw this thing earlier, way earlier than I did, made a lot of money here, and they were probably taking profits. That's why it has. But this is not the first time something like that has happened before. As you can see, this was from 0.29 to 0.22. This one from here to 0.66. Seems like um, the volume of depreciation is kind of similar to what has occurred before in this project. So let me just click on my MetaMask so that it doesn't disturb us. Yeah. So this can happen. The price could go up or go down. So if the price goes up again to like 1-1, yeah, in 4 weeks you'll be looking at almost $2,000 for a $640 investment, and then in 2 months, which is 60 days, you'll be looking at 3,000 something, and then in 4 months, 120 days, you're looking at 10,000 for, like, it's ridiculous. It's unheard of, but it could be possible. You understand? But it could be possible that this whole thing goes to zero. It could also be possible that even though the people that created this thing, they've been vetted and all of that, but it could also be possible that they were not vetted properly. A lot of things, we've seen a lot of things in this space, but because we are Conifers, I felt like, okay, since I'm actually putting a tiny bit of money in this project, why don't I just share it with the rest of the gang and see what you guys think about it. So remember, if you are buying this thing, you have to pay taxes. Like I said, yeah, it doesn't sound good. Nobody likes to pay tax, but to me, I think this is one of the main reasons. For me, these are one of the main reasons. These taxes stuff are one of the main reasons why I even considered this. There are tons of projects out there that, for me, they are just fraudulent projects. And this could be fraudulent project, but the fact that they are taxing, I kind of have a feeling that the system, free market system kind of stuff with the tax will make this project to actually last longer than it would have lasted, outside of the tax system. Now, the question would be, how do you buy first? So let's say that if you come to this page, connect your MetaMask by usual, you have to also make sure that you connect. When you say connect your MetaMask, you have to um, connect it to Matic. Yeah. So if you go to your MetaMask, change this, go here and then add network. If you only have Ethereum, you add network. If you want me to make a video on how to add Polygon network or Matic or Avalanche or whatever, but for this project, it's built on Polygon. So if you want me to make a video, just let me know. We can make a video on how to add this thing. I still have some pending. Um, transactions here, going into other projects. But yeah, so when you click here, yeah, it takes you into Bucked Finance. Bucked Finance, so you swap your Matic. Do you know why I'm saying Matic? Because I support Manchester United. So it's not Matic, it's actually Matic. But because I support Manchester United, myself, we have the manager Matic. So I keep saying Matic, Matic, Matic. It's Matic. So you swap Matic, how much Matic that you have, and swap it into Sphere, and then that's it. Once you've done the swap, you are in. It would automatically, the swapping actually takes some time, just so you know. I don't want someone to do the swapping and then they will start thinking that their money, they've lost all their coins. So you do the swap, this automatically updates, and then you see your daily earnings, and then you just watch out and see what happens. For us here on Conifer, for me personally, being part of Conifers, what I'm gonna do is just to update the gang, or update the group on the outcome of this. Now, what else? I read the docs for this. I read all of these things. You can do the same, do your own research, like I always say. Is by reading this thing that I understand what they are trying to do. They are investing in other crypto projects. So it seems like that's where they coined out the name, the S&P 500 of crypto, which is interesting. So how do you get to this platform? Look at the URL. Make sure you actually go into the real URL. You don't want to end up in another project and then give them access to your MetaMask. That would be very, very dangerous. And that thing here, yeah, it's still the same thing. So you can just swap, and you are in. I don't know if there's any other thing that I needed to say. So another thing I need to add is if you're sending your Matic, if you buy Matic from something like Coinbase and sending it to MetaMask, just be aware that it will end up into the Ethereum network. Now, once it ends up into the Ethereum network, what you need to do is to go to the Polygon platform. Let me see whether I can. Let's see. I think it's this one. Yeah, go to this like so. What I'm saying in is like yeah, if you send Matic, let's say that you bought Matic from Coinbase or whatever else, I don't know, wherever you buy your coins from, and then you send it to your MetaMask so that um, play this project or rather invest into this project, and then what happens is that maybe after buying it, you are now seeing it in your Matic wallet, um, or even after it showed up. Let's say that it shows up on your Ethereum mainnet. Yeah, what you need to do is you come to this URL wallet.polygon.technology and then click on Polygon Bridge and then connect your MetaMask and yeah, need to sign, connect your MetaMask and then you swap. So you swap. I don't have anything like that happening. It's happened to me, so I know what I'm talking about, but I don't have it right now. So you have to swap whatever you so that it will move from Ethereum chain to Polygon. This is very important because it can cause you distress when you think that you might be thinking that you've lost your money. Like I said, if you need any help, just get back to me, send me a message, send a message to the group. Myself or Roland will be willing to help you. But this is an interesting project. I think it might last just because of the taxation and the fact that it's still new. Because think about it, this is like 170 million market cap. Like that's very very little. When you think about what we have in the system, or rather in the crypto space. And so this will go up to 500 million easy. And if it goes up to 500 million, that would mean that the price here could be something like 50. If it's something like 50 within 2 months for just a small amount of money, you're looking at 15K. Within 4 months, you're looking at 47,000. If it's 50 cents, it's not even up to $1. If it goes up to like $1, we're looking at 140,000 for this amount of money. Now, for someone that does not understand crypto, they will say this is ridiculous. I still think this is ridiculous, but if you've been in this space, you know that this is very, very possible to happen. Like it could literally happen within a week, or it could take 5 years to happen, but it could happen. So what I would admonish us to do is, handle with care, do your own research. You can read the docs like I did, but for the sake of me introducing you to new projects, I read everything, and I think this is kind of more secure than what we have been seeing in this space, but also have to play with caution because there's no DeFi project that actually survived. But then some of the features that they have and some of the projects that they are looking into, some of the things that they are planning to build seems promising. And the community is growing. I think they should have like a Discord somewhere. Um, I don't know, find their Discord, find the Discord address, and then join their Discord so that you can understand what they are talking about. But you really don't need to. I will always update the group on what happens. I think maybe every week I'll make a video to show how this particular investment is faring, considering that it's an investment that may be skeptical about. The Lydian about it because I believe in Lydian. Um, moving forward. So yeah, thanks guys, and have a wonderful Easter. Yeah, bye.